Hello, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to Aimless Babble Z, episode 386. I'm Chris Adams, Tech Master, joined by...
RPG from the future. I'm here to warn you. You guys can't let Trump get elected. You can't. You can't.
You're too late.
Oh, I overshot the jump. Crap. Oh well. Good luck.
And Traptical. From the present.
So, future...
You know, like, everyone's like, oh, 2017 is almost over. Finally. It's like, it doesn't matter.
I was about to say everything
nothing has
happened
changed.
now. Everything has happened already now. In my future, Trump is a dinosaur.
So yeah, middle segment...
Darkest time.
No middle segment planned. We'll see what happens. Magical Aimless Hour, who knows? We have some news, and we got some much playing. So,
Quick question. Have any of you seen Stranger Things 2?
No. I haven't seen the
Good,
first one
because
yet.
I haven't finished it yet, so I didn't want you to spoil it for me.
It's amazing. I haven't seen all of Legion yet, though.
What?
I just finished, I'm caught up on The Gifted. Which
What?
was...
Oh,
The
yeah.
Gifted is quite good.
It did end up
impressed.
turning out pretty
Yeah.
good.
Uh...
Nice little
That's
twist on that season finale too, or is that the finale? I don't know.
It was like the mid-season finale.
But I heard there's only like, oh, that's weird because I thought I just saw their schedule. It's only like one episode after that, so I mean it's a weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour finale or something.
Anyway, that's the X-Men one.
Yes.
Also, X-Men, welcome back to
Yeah.
Marvel Land.
Yay! Things can happen now. Things can happen. Kingdom Hearts is gonna get delayed, but things can happen because
Oh,
they
man.
have to add so much stuff now because Disney owns everything. They own everything.
And Runaways I've been watching. That one's really good.
Yeah, I saw that one. The pacing seems a little slow though.
So the thing about the boy with the Sentinel, like, I was mistaken. That's not Runaways.
Oh,
That
you
was-
lied to me?
That was the comic on the back of the Runaways comic that I had.
Ah,
Issue number 1. I think it was called Sentinel. So yeah, totally
little on
different
the
thing.
nose.
But yeah, I went and looked at the comics. Like, well, other than like presentation-wise, they changed some stuff. Plot-wise, it seemed like this is exactly book 1. It's very cool.
So,
That,
video games.
that also has a dinosaur in it.
Dot, dot, dot.
They're everywhere.
Yes.
There are also
Video
dinosaurs in the video games I played. It all comes connecting. It all connects. Not like the failed peripheral from Xbox.
Oh.
And we're back.
So, the only thing I've
F you,
been playing
Microsoft.
this week, because I never got around to starting my Final Fantasy adventures in the handheld land. I mean, I played a bit of the Rhythm. One of them I can't, I think that's the second one. It's like a weird subtitle, Curtain Call, I think. But I didn't really play it. I was just like listening to music on it because I was like, need something to do while I scroll through stuff on my phone. Because my phone is like eating my gaming time. Well, it's not, my brain is just like not in the like, need stimulation mode now. It's weird.
It's begun.
It's like that time of the year where I'm just like, is the day over yet? It's just like, yeah. So I need to recharge. But, one more week. One more week. One more week. And then
What's
maybe
happening
things
in a
get
week?
better. No more holiday season to work
2-day weekends.
Also that.
For you, maybe. For you. Because Christmas Eve is my last day off this year. So
yeah, besides that, haven't played much except for Destiny 2. Yippee. Finished the raid there this week with the raid team, so that happened.
Yay, we did it.
it's all thanks to me.
It wasn't hard, right?
It wasn't hard, no.
Was it confusing?
It was not confusing either, really. We did it twice, so So yeah, got the handle on it now until the super hard prestige edition. The dawning happened this week, so there's a bunch of present giving and questing to go and do in the tower for people. And I still haven't gotten all the prophecy tablets, or whatever they're called, Osiris guns, so there's that. But it's all a grind, and I'm kind of over it, so I think I'm just gonna... I think I'm gonna take it super easy now in Destiny until the next expansion. And then after that, I will be free, because I don't think I'm gonna be upping my... or relapsing on my addiction. So, because I kind of like, yeah, after this last patch, it kind of just like ruined everything. Like I said last time, where it's like, oh man, I could just do public events and have like a sweet, easy ride to going through the game and not having to do strikes and play Crucible. And then like, hey, guess what, again? Go do strikes and play Crucible for all this stuff. Also, you want ornamentations? Do it for that too. But we know you don't. But hey, we know you're gonna be doing it because you want the things and you like all the things and have all the things. So, yeah.
That was oddly specific.
So,
Was it though?
It wasn't. I was being sarcastic, obviously.
So I went from like a nice, gentle ride through the valleys and the fields of shooting things in the face and loot drops to, oh man, let me rub up against this and grind. And,
Oh, yeah.
oh, it hurts, it hurts.
Grind on me!
I need to get some ice because I think I've had enough. And yeah, thanks Destiny 2 for reminding me of what Destiny 1 did to me. And yeah, I think I'll pass and take it easy from here on out, because that also, I have a lot of games and I'm looking at them all the time and I'm like, man, I kind of want to play this game. And like I downloaded a bunch of them and I hooked up my external hard drive and I downloaded a bunch of updates and I was like, man, Street Fighter 5, I'll finally be able to play it. And it's like, guess what, again? 10 gigabyte update. And I was like, what 7 gigabyte update or something stupid of like the size of a game? And I was like, what is going on? I just wanted to play Street Fighter. I don't want to play some Street Fighter before Arcade Edition comes out. And I can look at my fight money and be like, how much do I have? Do I have enough for Sakura and Sagat? Because those are the two I want in this season. And I guess apparently I need to be doing my challenges every day and week or whatever and trying to get my fight money and playing some online. But apparently, well, no, you don't lose fight money when you play, so we'll see how long it takes as I try to go back to the mountain of Street Fighter and get all the fight money out of it. That's a weird... That was just something I said, whatever. That's not how that works. There's no mountain of fight money that you climb to get out of it, but yeah.
Oh, I wish.
Or we'll see like if they make it less terrible when Arcade Edition comes out. But then 30th anniversary comes out in May, and it has Third Strike on it, and a bunch of Street Fighter 2 games, and Street Fighter Alpha games, and you play like a bunch of them online too. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna download that. And I also picked up Street Fighter 4 Ultra Edition on the sale because all the games, like, there's a ton of crap on sale, and I was like, man, it's gonna be hard to resist, and I couldn't resist, and I bought a bunch of crap, and then luckily it sells back this week with more stuff, and I was like, whoa. So that was nice, because all the stuff I was like, I don't know if I want to get it, I'm probably not, and I didn't. It's on sale still, and I'm like, dang it! I'm still tempted, and my willpower is like draining, and I'm probably going to get all those things I thought I wouldn't get, but hey, I'll have fun. But it's going to be nice to have like a Street Fighter like museum, as far as like, you know, almost all the games on there. Just like boot up my PS4 and be like, what do I want to play today? Street Fighter Land. Oh, let's play this. Let's play that. Oh, Street Fighter 4. Oh, Street Fighter 5. Oh, let's play some Super 2. Let's play some Alpha 3. Let's play some Third Strike. Oh, it has like all the different versions of Street Fighter 3, like which I never got to play because I only got to play the PSN Bleep Blarp one and the one that was on the PS2 Anniversary Collection. So that's nice because I haven't been able to play those. And yeah, that's pretty cool that they're just throwing all those games in there that you can just play and have fun and just do all the Street Fighter things and stuff. So looking forward to that. Take a page from that and just throw a bunch of games in there, because I mean they gave us like the sweet museum mode of like the music and the cutscenes, but it's like the games. That's what we're here for, is to play the games. And all the beginning of the characters. To Tekken 7, like Huane Noctis, whatever. He belongs in Soul Calibur because he has swords and stuff. I mean, or weapons. That's what I meant to say. Whatever.
I should point out that there's a samurai in Tekken, so
that may be true RPG, but there's a lot of weird things in Tekken. Okay, it's like one person.
So why would you complain about the Final Fantasy Prince?
Because we already have one weapon user. We don't need more than one weapon user. It's already a check on the box that we got. Okay, it's accounted for.
This is the same series that had dinosaurs, breakdancers, and all these other things in it.
Hey, that's a fighting style, okay? It's called capoeira, and it's not weapon based, so it totally fits. I'm just saying, they already have a
And
series called Soul Calibur,
cyborgs,
and
and
there's a
devils and
sixth
angels,
one in the
and
works. They could just put them in that game and like not be all like, we need this fan service sells money. Let's put it in Tekken
maybe
7.
he will be in those games.
Oh, everyone's there.
I mean, Square Enix has been partnering with a lot of people recently. They're just like, we love the money. We love it. And now we're going to need even more to fund Kingdom Hearts 3 because it's going to get super delayed. Because of all the Fox properties. All the Fox properties.
Woohoo!
And also Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because you know there's going to be a Star Wars world in there. Or space thing. Or whatever. You
I
know
don't know
what
if I want. Do you want Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts 3?
I mean,
I think that's weird.
I want it in the sense that I want laser keyblades.
Well then.
I mean, and in all fairness, the Force wouldn't be the strangest thing to happen in that series. So I mean, it would actually probably work, especially with the whole light and dark side thing. Oh gosh, they would like eat that up.
Yeah.
They would eat it up.
So then it's just like, does that become like too much?
Ultra optical.
Like it's like I don't care what's happening with Sora anymore. I just want to know who's gonna bring balance to the Force.
Sora is that we just went over that. It's literally his job to bring balance to the light and darkness thing. It's like his thing. It's like his thing. Well, it was his thing. It's complicated. It's complicated. Like very complicated. He died once.
But yeah, Destiny 2, Dawning Crap is back. Once I get through it, I mean, this week I have 2 days off, so I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna actually play a lot of Destiny, but then I just want to play it on Tuesdays from now on, and then be done with it eventually after the next expansion, and then be free. But then, like, the thing they did add this week that was, like, actually fun for the first time in, like, forever was like, oh, I'm actually having FUN fun in this effing game, was Mayhem mode with, like, your supers and powers and everything boosted up, and it's just like, man, this is just a bunch of fun to just roll through and no bomb people and use your supers on everybody and just have a fun time. It's great. It's great. It's like it should be a permanent thing because all the other modes in Crucible F them because it's like.
Wait, Mayhem isn't a permanent mode?
This is the first time it's been in Destiny 2 because reasons.
Oh no! What is it? What could be the possible reasons?
Because Bungie doesn't like their users and want them to have fun. They hate us all.
That sounds about right.
They just never say it.
I still think there should be the mode where it's just like you can use all the exotics. You can wear all the exotics, and it's just some crazy strike or raid or whatever.
Yeah, why hasn't this
I
happened
think
yet?
it would be hilarious.
Let's see. Besides that, oh, we did destroy like a ton of teams at Crucible this morning after the raid because like we're just playing and we didn't lose any matches. We just like kept destroying teams in Crucible, like in Mayhem. It was great. And like Gamer got like a 20 kill streak, and I was like, "What? No way!"
Oh wow!
I think he was like unbroken too, because he's like, "I got the thingy, I got the thingy." I don't know if he went unbroken, but he did get the 20 kill streak, so that was pretty crazy. Because like we were like basically destroying a team, and then they left, and so like well not all of them left. Since it's not all of them left, it was like oh unfair advantage, and so we had like yeah super unfair advantage of like 4-on-2, 4-on-1, 4-on-3, and Gamer just kept picking them off, and it's like oh. Gamer, keep doing it, Gamer. You're almost there, Gamer, yeah! And then, like, yeah, you got it. It's like, oh, yeah, that's great. So, yeah, that happened. That was a magical moment. And then we had this crazy down-to-the-wire match where we almost lost, but, like, the very end, we got him. It was like, oh, so delicious. It was just like, man, that was, like, the funnest I've had in Crucible in Destiny 2 so far this year. Or since I've been playing it. And so that was nice to actually be like, you know what? I don't have to hate myself for playing this to get this stupid call to arms powerful Ingram. And then now I don't even need them because I'm almost at 335 all my characters, and it's like, yay, I can just play it on Tuesdays. It's back to the way it was before the expansion. So looking
Yay!
forward to that. But then it's like the dawning, all this stuff to get, and it's like, no, I don't want to. Oh, so yeah.
But you have to.
So I'll get through that eventually, and then back to my other games because there's so many. There's so many, and then
He's way too good at goodbyes.
and then I can play other things and be happy and be free and be like, no, my destiny, or something, or
Yeah. That.
something, whatever. And
Dark
be
side.
free. But that is all I've been playing. So yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep, because I was like, man, I want to play Final Fantasy V and start it up, but then I think I like dozed off. Oh, I didn't actually play it. I was like playing it, but it was like the prologue, and like the text was like auto skip. It wasn't like you push the button and then it goes, and I was like not being able to read it, and I was like, whoa, this is kind of too fast. And then I was like tired, and I dozed off, and I was like, wow, I'm so tired. I can't even play Final Fantasy V. This is depressing. I'm not gonna be able to start this game, am I? And I'm like, I'm just gonna start after the holidays, F it, because this is just not the time to jump into an epic Odyssey game that's like spanning tens of hours long. And it's like, yeah, I'll just play something
Tens
else
of
on my
hours?
handhelds. I mean, like,
Dozens
you
of
know,
hours?
whatever. I mean, like, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60. That's like 60s of. You don't say 60s of hours long or 50s or 40s of hours long.
Dozens.
Dozens?
It's more.
That's like 12 RPG. 12s of hours long versus 10s. How is that even?
I mean,
different?
but it's
That's like two
something.
more.
It's more. It's a more common turn of phrase, though. I mean,
Is
you
it?
the one you use is just weird.
Whatever. 2 more dozens of hours long. But
Oh my gosh, whatever. We're not doing this right now.
picked up a bunch of
Right.
stuff on the PSN sale because there's still a lot of stuff on sale and it's on sale again. So I was like, Ultimate Ninja Storm, all of them, and there's like a bundle, and I was like, and I got them, but I haven't played them. And then I like downloaded a bunch of crap, and I plugged in my external hard drive, which has a bunch of my games on it, and they automatically updated. And then I checked my ISP because, you know, normal net neutrality, yay! And then it's like, I am
You
getting
were
up there.
boned before that happened.
I was about to say so many other things had gone wrong long before then.
But you know, getting up there on my bandwidth cap, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna stop downloading stuff for the rest of the month, and then hopefully by the time January 8th gets here, I will not have gone over it. And yeah,
But you-
and it's awesome too because my Pro can actually stream in HD now in 720 and like not have any issues, and it's effing great. That is like one of the main reasons about it, and it's totally working. So it's like, thanks Sony, keep up the good work, and I will just use this one to that one word I can't ever think of. There's a word for it, but that I will do if there's another
Procreate?
upgrade. No RPG.
Oh, sorry.
I will use it to subsidize my purchase on whatever is after the Pro if there's another one after the Pro. So there you go.
I like my word better.
But that that is all I've been playing. That means that there's like a ton I would like to be playing, but like I said, Destiny 2. Let the past die, kill it if you have to. Destiny 2, I think your time's almost up. Just saying. Just saying. Because, yeah.
Kill the past to protect the future? I'd play that game.
Well, I've mostly been playing Paragon because of the Winterfest. Is that the reason? No, it's just
Just
because
wanted to
I
say
play
you
a
say
lot
that
of
like
Paragon.
you. Oh, I was just like you say that like you don't usually play.
But
Paragon.
the Winterfest is like very fun incentive, and just having all the skins, and I recently rediscovered a character that I sort of liked before, and then didn't play for a long time, and then
I liked him more.
like him a lot now. It's just like I think this is the result of having played so much, and so I know like his entire kit is like you place sentry turrets around, and then yeah, like I guess from just sheer sheer number of games played, I just know where to put them, and I've just been doing tons of damage to the enemy teams. And it's super fun to just sort of mindlessly play the game. Oftentimes, like with some of the other characters, I have to sit around and it's like, oh, it's very stressful. I'm trying to like mind game them. And this one, the mind game, it just one, it's placing the turrets, and two, like the deck that I've built, it just mind games them for me. Because usually, so you have a health bar, right? And you don't want to just like lose a little bit of health and be like, oh no, I lost like 10 health. I need to get out of here. So you sort of, it's like a calculated risk. You stay as long as you think you can. But because of the deck that I use, it has like slow and ability armor shredding. So it's really, if you're not prepared for that, it's hard to tell how long you have before you die. And so far, most people I've played against have no sense at all, like when it's time to go. And so they'll be in there and like, oh, I need to get out. It'll always be too late.
You're already dead.
And it's like double, triple kills. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And yeah, it's just like kind of effortless. I was like, oh, this is fun. All I have to do, like, people jump me a lot now because they recognize the danger, but then, you know, I throw a lot of turrets out. I just have to, like, as long as I stay near here, even if I don't shoot at them, I think they're in more danger than I am because of the sheer number of turrets. I like it a lot. And then I went to a game developer thing over the weekend, and it was like a social, so it's like, bring multiplayer games, and I brought Gang Beasts from published by Double Fine, and it's a weird game. It's like physics-based brawling, I guess, and like the controls are like, oh, okay, you have L1 and R1, which are your left and right arms. And then if you tap them, it's sort of a punch. Sort of. It's like all really sort of jiggly looking characters like Jello.
Sounds legit.
If you hold the triggers, or if you hold those buttons, then it like grabs. And then once you've grabbed people, you can push circle to do a headbutt. And you can knock people out. And if they get knocked out, they like have no control basically for a few seconds, or they can mash X to like regain consciousness. But yeah, like this is the general idea. Like it's 4 players, you're standing on some sort of platform or whatever that's elevated, and you're trying to knock everyone off the sides. And last man standing wins. And so like the sort of basic strategy that I use is grab them with both hands and then headbutt them so that they're unconscious, and then hit triangle to like raise your arms in the air, which if you're still holding on to them, like you basically lift them into the air and then walk over to the edge and try to toss them off. But you can also grab onto the world geometry as well. So if you toss them off and it's like not far enough, they can grab onto the side and get back up. And it's like the controls are all really loose and stuff, but it also is really hilarious to look at, and I guess it was kind of fun. It was very strange, I think, was the the main takeaway. Well, like in the beginning, we didn't know how to raise our arms, so we're just like punching and headbutting each other. It's like, how do you actually get someone over the edge? So we're just like we're grabbing each other and just trying to walk over the edge, and then like let go and climb up ourselves. And it was just like, this is not working. So yeah, Gang Beasts. If you like weird multiplayer stuff,
I like weird multiplayer
it might be for you. Did I play anything else? I don't think I did.
You're in Disney 2 Tropical. You raided with us.
Yeah, I was in Destiny 2, but you sort of went over that. That was the second time I've done that raid. it was yeah, the first time it's kind of confusing because like everyone was, people who know what's going on, they're just like saying a lot, and you're standing around like,
Yeah.
what are you looking at that's making you make these call outs? And it's the analogy they used was like cooking, and I don't know who came up with it, but it was like you basically take this thing and you put it over there, and that's like you're cooking. And I was like,
That's not how cooking works. That's not how cooking works at
and
all.
then it'll be cooked, and then you run back, and then you shoot it over here, and we'll call out like the position that it's in, and the thing that you need to cook, and like all three things that you need to cook. And it was just like,
That's not how cooking works.
okay, let's do it. And the first time we did it, like they were trying to do this strategy where you would have two damage phases before you did the thing with the platforms that are like around it, and you have to like shoot the red parts or the white parts. And it was just like we could not get it. It was very, very confusing, and so it took a long time. Once we abandoned that idea, I was like, oh, this isn't so hard.
That is all you play tropical
Yep. That is all I played.
RPG.
Paragon. So I play Paragon, and it's been pretty fun. I've been using the new character, even though I thought I wouldn't. I told Tropical I wouldn't, but I did. So I lied. But she's a bit more enjoyable than I expected. And I've actually been doing pretty well with her. So it's been a fun time.
Quite well, from what I have seen.
So it's been a fun time. Been enjoying it. And it's actually my first character with a stun move, so all my other ones have other gimmicks going for them, so it's been interesting. It's been interesting.
Stuns are super powerful now. If you don't know.
Yes. Before you were able to like kind of get out of things and kind of, but now it's like you can get stun locked, and then that just goes horribly. And at that point, you might as well just give up, because it's like, well, you're already dead, because there's no way you're getting out of this pattern of hurt. So, yeah. So it's nice to have a character that can do so. I've still been playing around with her deck, though, so I can try to figure out a good balance of things. But the current one's been working pretty well, so I'm okay with it. I still question the giant cleavage window on her armor, but, one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
It's covered when she puts her helmet down.
Yeah, but she doesn't wear
has,
the
like, a
helmet the
big
whole
helmet.
time. Like, the helmet's only down when she uses her ult, and it's like, it lasts for 6 seconds. So it's like, after that, she's like, whoop, see my bare chest again, because reasons. So
She has a net on it. Yes.
But yeah, fun times. Let's see. Other than that, I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Stabbing robot dinosaurs in the butt. Yes. So I finally got back to playing Horizon after quite a hiatus from earlier this year. And I've made no progress because so many side quests in this game, man. So many side quests. It's like every time you go somewhere, somebody's like, oh no, my kid got kidnapped. Oh, my farm is under attack. It's like, well, fine. So then I ended up doing like a bunch of like different side quests and stuff, and I ended up unlocking all the cauldrons now, so I can like, I guess I can control any robot dinosaur that I come across so far, but I haven't seen any all of them according to the little notebook thingy because it has question marks on like a bunch of the spaces. So I can control them when I do finally meet them though. So
Are the
watch
cauldrons on the
out.
map? Because I don't think I ever found all those.
They are. They have like little semi Greek looking symbols.
I have to go back and look at that.
So yeah. Um. Hmm. So I mean, I finally beat like a Stormbird and a Thundermaw thingy. And it was like it was just such a great sense of accomplishment. Just like it's like yes, I finally did it. I killed Douchebird, and then after finish him off, I found a oh, but then I had to fight a Red Maw, which is like a super powerful version of the Thunder Maw, which is not fun at all because it kept killing me, and I was like, this is not a happy fun time. This is not a happy fun time at all. It's like I tried multiple strategies. I was just like laying a bunch of traps so it just keep running into stuff and falling down and trying to break stuff off of it. But then it's like it goes into rage mode and all these other things. It was just a mess, man. It was just a mess. But I did eventually beat it. And then I was able to be like one of the VIPs at the Hunters Guild, and they were like, "Yeah, you rock," and I was like, "I know, I'm amazing." And then that's pretty much how that went. So after that, I did do a couple of the story missions. So I did the one where you find that guy whose name I forgot.
Silence?
No, yes, but also the one before him.
Wait,
Um,
what? The one before?
the guy with the focus, the other focus guy,
Oh,
the one
that
who
guy
like
that you
set
saw
us
at the
like
beginning? In the, like,
Yeah.
So early.
yeah,
in the
that's
game.
in the game.
Listen, I said I didn't make any progress. We went over that ass. So it's
The
like
other dude with the focus. Okay, that guy.
But actually, that makes sense. Like I remember that part and sort of feeling like, oh, so now I'm out in the world and I can go wherever. And yeah, it took effort to be like, oh no, I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna go find him.
and then oh yeah,
Well,
because
that's the
then
thing
I
about
mean
Horizon is like it was so much more massive than I thought it would be. It's like wow, there's a lot of area here to go out and adventure in. I thought it was just gonna
well,
be like some weird linear Zelda knockoff, and it was not.
hopefully it was not.
It was amazing. It's still amazing.
Then there's an expansion where you get to go to the snowlands, and it's like it's still amazing.
Did you finish that one?
I did.
You did, right?
Yep. And then you find out something about the world. It's like, oh, this is just one drop in the bucket that I've been on this whole time. Oh my goodness. There better be a flipping sequel and franchise because, man, you guys are building this up and you're playing with my bleep blarps here. I mean, I know it took, and then the PSX are like, it took 7 years to make it. It's like, what? I have to wait another 7 years? Ah! And just, yeah.
Well, I mean, the expansion only took what?
Oh, that is
9,
true.
10
I guess like
10
once you
months?
have the like work done of the
Yeah,
thing,
but
it wasn't
you don't have to
This
like
wasn't
build
like
it
a
from
whole
scratch.
game removal.
This isn't the Final Fantasy model of the olden days. It's just like scrap it and do it again.
Well, in all fairness, they kept transferring consoles, so it's like, well, you have a choice. But yeah, so like after that guy, he was all like pleading for his life, so I killed him because revenge. But yeah, that was a fun time because he was all like, "But my family," and I was like, "Yeah, well, you killed a bunch of my friends, so you gotta die. You gotta die."
Wow, I don't think I killed that person in that
I did.
situation because I don't remember the part where I killed a dude that was begging me for his life.
He was all on the ground, and he's all like, "I'm so sorry, but tell my family I love them." And I was like, "I won't." And then stabbed him in the heart, and he died. And he died. So it was a fun time for everybody. I mean, except him, obviously, because he died. But you know, he had it coming. He had it coming.
Okay, are you
So,
talking about the villain dude or just like the dude that was like in the village that
no,
one
the
time?
guy with the
Like,
focus,
Okay,
yeah,
the
okay,
other
okay,
okay,
focus
okay,
guy.
okay, yeah, yeah, okay. I was trying to make sure because
Yes,
I wasn't sure if the other dude that was the villain, I can't think of his name, which is funny, had to
the
focus either.
giant guy. The giant
Yeah,
guy
the
is the one
muscly
you're
dude.
talking
Yeah.
about. But I mean, he told me about that guy before I murdered him, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna kill him too, just like I'm about to kill you. And then I stabbed him, and then he died. And I was like, yeah, this is your life now, or it was, because you pissed me off. So you did. You did. So
amazing.
yeah, he brought it upon himself. Upon himself. And he was all like, "Oh, let me go and let me go murder all your friends during this test where you're minding your own business and have nothing to do with me and everything." And everybody was like, "Cool." But yeah,
His
that went
response when he's killed you, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do.
basically. So I mean, it was his own fault. I mean, he came over there. We're all minding our own business. We were like, "Hey, cool guys, we're about to prove ourselves so we can get a wish." And then he was just like, "LOLs, let me murder all your friends real quick." And I was like, "Why? Poor decay." And then he was like, "Because stolen." And then it came into this like weird black and white movie or something. And then I was just like standing over him with my spear. And then it was all like Quentin Tarantino-y. And then next thing you know, I was like, "Dead. Your life is forfeit." And he was like, "Oh no, but what about my family?" And I was like, "Don't worry, they'll meet you soon enough." And then, yeah, then I murdered him. All about my business. So it was a happy fun time. Happy fun time. Because he pissed me off. So after I murdered him, I decided to do the cauldrons and then do a couple more side quests, and then kind of leveled up. I think I'm like level 32 now or something like that. So I can do stuff and I have cool weapons and everything now, and it's fun times. And now and then sometimes when I get bored, I just incite like riots between the robots and just be like, "Hey, let me control a few of you real quick. Now you and him fight." And then it's like Thunderdome up in there. Sometimes literally, because some of them have electricity as their element. So, yeah, it's been a fun time. But then I got to that place, that ruins place, where she's all trying to find out like why she looks like that one lady. And then I was like, "Oh no, this is like story stuff, and it's important." And then, yeah. So it's been interesting because I was like going through the ruins and it like started aggravating my whole heights anxiety because you have to climb this stupid
Oh
tower.
man, you're almost
and
doing a
all.
really good part where it talks
That's
about stuff that went
that's
down. You're so close,
annoying.
RPG. You're so close.
So when I was looking at some,
talking about it.
oh really?
Measure it out
Is that the
there.
part? Oh, is that the part you guys were talking about? Oh, okay, good. So
Well,
we're
there's a
getting
part
close.
after that too, but this part is like a setup for that part. But like there's stuff's about to go down, or you're gonna find out stuff that went down. So
Because yeah, as I was going through there, and then I was like reading or listening to like some of the holograph things, and then there's like this one robot that can like replicate itself, and I was like, "Well, guys, this seems like a terrible idea." Obviously, it was because destroyed civilization. But I was like, I don't understand how anybody thought this was a good idea. It's like, no, guys, it's fine. Let's make these super gigantic robots capable of reproducing by destroying organic life. Nothing can possibly go wrong from this. Nothing. But they were like super wrong.
What's the fuel source? Biomass. Oh, you mean like living organic species? Like us? Whatever.
Sounds legit.
Nothing can possibly go wrong. And then I read the story about one of the robots like pureeing dolphins. And
Yeah,
like,
that one. That
cool.
one is so bad.
This is fantastic.
It's like, so
It's
this
worse.
video leaked onto YouTube.
It gets worse.
Puree.
It was like, not the clowns of the sea, not the clowns of the sea. And they were like, yes, the clowns of the sea. And yeah, that was just, it was kind of jarring. And I was like, oh no. But now it turns out there's like multiples of these giant things. So the corruptors were not the worst things. And I was just like, oh no. And then we fought the death machine. And I was like, well, this is fine. And then they're just like, there's another one you have yet to see. And I was like, fantastic. It gets worse. It gets worse.
It's like, what were the old ones doing? What were the old ones doing?
They're like,
Why?
hey guys, let's screw ourselves real quick. And they're like, okay. I mean, I guess. So, yeah, I feel like no one ever thinks about these things until it's too late. And then it was too late.
Expedience.
So and then she's all like, I have a solution. And he's like, yay! And then he heard the solution and he was like, I have reservations about this. And she was like, too bad, extortion. And then he relented because, extortion. It's a dangerous thing. And he's like, oh no. My hubris was my downfall. It was all because of the pureed dolphins. It was all because of the pureed dolphins. But yes, reading some of the office notes were kind of funny too, because it was the one guy who was complaining about them setting up the fight right next to the office or whatever, and he was all telling the person that their receptionist brain was stupid and everything. And I was like, this guy right here, he seems nice. He seems nice. And he's like, you leave the complicated stuff to the big boys and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, well, I mean, you all died, so, putting that out there. Don't have to be such a douche about it. But yeah, it's been a happy fun time so far. So now there's something called Hades I have to deal with now, and then there's this Soylent Green guy or whatever his name is.
Soylent Green.
Whatever. All hijacking my focus and whatnot, and he's all like, LOLs. I'm inside your head. And then Aloy's all like, hey, bruh, what's your name? He's all like, what about the mysteries of the world? And I was like, I don't care. I just want to know what your effing name is. Like, why are we doing this right now? So that happened. But, yeah, he seems nice. He seems nice.
Soylent Green.
I mean, it was something SC, something exponential rate growth. I don't know. It was something. I think his name was Silence or something like that, but he spells it weird. So I was like, okay, we're gonna be that kind of guy. That's cool. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be that guy. How does that make you feel? I was like, I mean, I have no actual feelings about it, but whatevs, dude. Do you. So, yeah, he seems like he's going to be a very nice guy to chat with every so often, and then he's going to be all probably end up betraying me or something. You know how these guys are. And then he's going to be all like, haha, you fell for my trap. I worked for Faro this whole time. Yes. Now my machines destroy the world again. Zero Dawn the hell out of it. Zero Dawn. And then, yeah, that's pretty much how I'm assuming that's gonna go, because it's yeah, I don't know. Although I am curious to see how everything plays out though, because I'm assuming they're gonna start doing actual reveals now that you know that this lady looks like Aloy or whatever, and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this chick, you're like her clone or something, and she was trying to preserve herself. This was the extreme measure, using all our DNA to make all of us but clone versions and implant our memories. And it was like, it failed horribly because we ended up going back to primitive times, and then we thought this thing was one thing and we were wearing toilet seats on our heads because that's a thing now. So it's just a mess. It all backfired. So it's going to be one of those scenarios. I can guarantee it. Because that's the only reason why her DNA would be such a high match for her. So it's something weird's going on there. She's probably like, hey, let me freeze myself. But then it all went horribly wrong. And she somehow regressed in age, because that's also probably a thing. Because why not? Why the hell not?
Cool. Different game. But I remember.
I've been enjoying it. It's been a fun time. Is that not what actually been happening? Because that's what's been happening in my game. I don't know. I guess it's just me. But then again, you guys do like to interpret things wrong, so there's that. You're like, there's no scarf aliens here. It's like, sir, are we even playing the same game? Are we even playing the same game? So, you know, scarf aliens.
I don't think anybody else thinks that about Journey. Just saying.
I guarantee you that's exactly what's happening, and I just think you're like super wrong. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, I mean, they show you the giant scarf monsters, and they're all like, "Hey, I'm gonna eat your face," and they're all like, "I don't have a face because I'm in a cloak," and then they're all like, "Oh yeah, you're right, you don't have a face," and then that whole thing happens, and the next thing you know, everyone's like getting eaten by scarf aliens. They're praying to their scarf gods. It's like a whole thing. I don't know with that game, man. It's weird. It's weird. But that's another game I semi-enjoyed because you can fly.
So you played RPG?
So yeah, that's all I played.
Okay. Oh man. So what's our middle segment this week? ...
Nothing. Well, I was saying we could bet what gamer's first game of the year will be. Since it seems unlikely that he will buy nothing throughout all of 2018. But that that only lasts for a second. How about
last podcast of the year? So you probably need to do an RRR anyway.
I'll
be dead.
Should we do that? I don't even. I guess we could.
Guess what gamer's going to end up buying? All of the games. Spoiler alert.
RR is not chill for me.
What does that even mean?
It means I have to do work.
Is it hot? Is it? I don't.
Work.
You could always do like what did we do last week? A hypothetical hour?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that a metaphorical speaking? I mixed them up.
Hypothetical of what if the copyrights were for mechanics versus no copyrights for mechanics.
Yeah, because what if God was one of us? Just a stranger on the bus trying to make his way home.
Oh, which was interesting. Like, after we did that segment, I saw an article where the
Oh, I saw one too on Gamma Sutra. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, like the developers of PUBG would like there to be more protections for game creators. Basically wanting to usher in the what's the opposite of utopia?
Dystopia?
Dystopia that we were talking about, where copyright does apply to game mechanics.
It would be like Horizon Zero Dawn, except without the toilets for hats.
Yes. Yes. Where is... I forget how to find this. See if it was... I would have prepared if I knew we were doing RR.
We can just do something else. We don't have to do it. Or just saying. Because this is the darkest timeline. We are in that dystopia. We are in it.
I don't know. I had not thought of a topic for this week.
What?
Because I was like, end of the year. What do we do for end of the year? I don't know. I don't think we really do anything special. It's just like it's end of the year because it's the last podcast that we do for the year. Not because it has some sort of special programming.
It has to have some kind of like special going on, like something major that happens at the end of the year, something anticipating, something
Pretty sure none of our end of podcast episodes have anything major except for before we did Golden Crosshairs and we had like Game of the Year stuff at the end.
Well, I don't know. I just work here.
Any suggestions then?
We could
Do an aimless roulette.
a host recommendation of like games. If you haven't played them, you should totally check it out. But then it's like, I don't know what I played this year besides the games I played this year. ... But then you probably also played them because they're awesome. But don't play Destiny 2 because it's terrible. So stay away.
He loves it.
It's a trap. Whatever you do,
It's a delicious trap.
don't play the game.
It's a sexy trap.
Well, I understand Paragon will be released next year. People should play it then.
It's changed so
I've
much. since its first
played it
incarnation.
so much, you people. Do I know what I'm talking about when I say something is good? I don't know.
Doesn't.
Or how about like, so what are you playing next after you put down Destiny? Instead of what you've been playing, will be
What will
we'll
you be
doing
playing?
What will you be playing?
That's a good question.
I don't know at the top of my head because there's just a bunch of stuff on my hard drive that I want to play, but there's nothing at the top of the list. It's just like whatever I feel like playing. Yeah, I don't know specifically what I'll be playing. So, oh wait. Actually, Life is Strange, the prequel one, that one I'll play.
Before the storm.
I downloaded that one, so I'll definitely be
Spoiler
playing
alert.
that.
The storm happens.
I need to play through the New Frontier on my PS4 because I haven't played it on PS4 yet to get my save file caught up so I can be ready for the finale next year. What else is there? I also, like, for some reason, always have an itch to go back and play some DMC because it's just such a fun game. And then, like,
Then there's the rumored fifth one coming out next year, so.
Resident Evil 4 is always good. Like, or just like a bunch of like the old retro stuff that's like on the PS2, PS4 section, or just like games that have like HD remakes or remasters. Like Resident Evil 4, I want to go back and play. Okami, I recently downloaded. I haven't played it. I want to play it finally because I never finished it. It's on PS4 now. And all the stuff like that, like Star Ocean, the Last Hope as well. They got a 4K version.
It did.
Yeah, it's mostly just old stuff like that, not anything new, really. So, I mean, and then if it is new, it's like, you know, stuff like I can easily get through, like Life is Strange Before the Storm and stuff like that. So, you know, looking forward to seeing what Chloe was up to before her and Max reunited in the
Super fun lesbian relationships.
and Street Fighter 5 because I want to be ready for some Sakura and Sagat action in next season and get my fight money. And that's probably what I'll be playing. Oh, actually, Final Fantasy X-2 and 10, the remaster is like $12. And I said I wouldn't buy it like a long time ago, but it's like, you know, time has passed, and I'm like, I want to play it, and I just feel like playing Final Fantasy, so I might play that too.
Now it's cheap.
Yeah.
And it is pretty great.
Did you ever
so-
get GT Sport?
Nope. Waiting for it to go on sale again because I didn't buy it last time, and now I'm like, damn, 'cause I wasn't 100% on my pro purchase.
GT Sport. Yeah, I need to play that a lot more because I got it, and it would be a waste not to. Although I think I have to go all in on Valkyria Chronicles, otherwise I'm just not gonna play it.
Yes, go all in.
So it'll be like Paragon Mornings because Winterfest, and then you know buckle down and be dedicated
It'll be
to
Valkyria
finishing the
dark.
game. Actually, I think I know what game makes Tekken crazy when I say I haven't finished it. I think that is Red Dead Redemption.
That is definitely a hardcore.
That's
that
the
is
one,
definitely
right?
another
Yep.
one because man, that is an effing Mona effing Lisa for reals.
I gotta finish that one.
That is probably the one that set me off because I was like, yeah, that is like better than all the GTA's literally. Because it is like that is the one that made like all the things in my brain click of like this is how open world game should be. With the whole danger in every corner, the cougars howling, the bears, all of the dangerous things because it's back in the olden times when there's no shelter everywhere and
The
no
mountain
grocery stores to
squares.
just go to and get food. It's like no, everything's a struggle. Every day's a struggle. You could just die from anything. It's dangerous.
I mean, they had markets, I'm guessing, at
There's
least.
bandits with guns. They could just roll up on you and shoot you, or like steal all your money.
Simpler times.
It's danger up in yonder hills. There, RPG.
Cougars! Cougars! Oh.
Hide the children. The cougars be back, y'all. I'm assuming that's how they speak in the Old West.
Also, that they use a lot of old timey words that are not used anymore in that game, or not used as frequently because it's not colloquial or modern or whatever.
Yeah, so I should probably finish both of those. And, you know, since don't want to overextend, so I'll go with those. Although I do like if I have the time, which I probably won't. I want to play Star Wars Battlefront 2 the story mode.
Jeez, yeah. I
Did you play through it?
That came with my Pro, and I still haven't played it, but that is on the list as well because I want to. Since I did just finish Last Jedi, and I'm feeling weird about it, and I'm like, does this even tie into the game? Because that will definitely set me off. Because I remember the Jakku DLC and all the Jakku, and it's like, oh, it's just a map. There's no real So it's like,
Bless you.
So I will definitely have a lit fuse if there's like no tie-ins in that whatever season, or not season, but whatever they called it when they said they were going to have some Last Jedi crap in the current season for that DLC in that game.
Besides, say I know.
Those are not for now. Those are for Christmas. Go put it back. Go put it back.
I want it now.
Christmas tree day.
Merry Christmas tree.
Oh. Happy belated birthday, Madison.
That.
They say
She was
happy birthday.
she was born during the podcast.
Yep.
She will be-
podcast.
She will be
Mornings at
forever
7 a.m.
be a part of us.
So as an aimless aside, like, she was asking me who it was for. I was like, this is how you do it. Like, if she thinks it's for her, then she'll never stop touching it. But if you don't label any of them, then she doesn't know. Like, is it? Maybe it's not for me.
That's adorable. That's effing adorable.
Oh, also this Romancing Saga 2 or whatever. I picked that up. I need to play that because I should probably just play that before I play my Final Fantasies because I think it's crossplay or cross-buy. It might not be though, but that looks fun because story that you can change on your decisions, and it's an old school game. It's not like recent game that like did that. So it's like what? No way. So it's all Mass Effect before Mass Effect, kind of like when I was playing Final Fantasy 6, and it's like, what do you want to do in this situation? It's like, wait, it's asking me choices? Choices. Oh, I love choices. Especially when they affect things.
Tweet me in my choices.
Oh, my backlog is so ridiculous. I think that's going to be my theme for 2018 is like the war on my backlog because Destiny 2 just, it effed me. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore, Destiny now. Or what Padme says in episode 3 when it's like, you're going down this road and I cannot follow and it's breaking my heart, Anakin.
It broke her heart. She died because of it.
And then Destiny tried to kill me and I was like, no. Obi-Wan, save me. It tried to pick my yes, it tried to rip my heart out of my chest. And I was like, Destiny, no. This is where I draw the line. It's time to fight back.
Oh, such a wonderful love story. Do they all end like this on your planet? In your timeline.
Darkest timeline.
After dark.
So Paragon, Red Dead, Valkyria.
Yeah, but
We
those
can't-
are, like, one is something I would definitely play, and two are things that I definitely should play.
Yes.
Just to, like, I don't know, boost podcast cred or something.
Is that a thing?
Host cred. Podcast co-host cred. Anything else? Well, and probably like some VR stuff that I've accumulated but haven't tried yet. Those tend to be short. So
I'm so annoyed because like I packed up my VR stuff, so it's just like sitting in a box somewhere, and it's like I bought all these VR games and my Move controllers, and I can't play it, and it's just like, Decad, why did you do this? Now you have all these VR games, you can't play that.
think this through.
Oh well. Also, you're still here. You've felt yourself in Operation Maple Syrup. You should go sit in a corner.
No,
Oh.
it's getting worse out there.
It is hard out there for a pimp.
Is Trails of Cold Steel or whatever it's called RPG on your list of games to finish
Well,
or play or whatever?
eventually. Eventually.
Do you have any games that you're going to be playing or finishing?
I don't know if Tropical's done yet.
Or you
I'm done.
Yeah, Tropical's done.
Yeah, none of
Oh,
them.
okay. Cool.
I can't choose two. I can't name too many because then I won't do any of them.
Because then you'll be a liar
Yep.
with your pants constantly on
Liar.
fire. Sing it with me, everybody. Actually, I don't think that's a song. But so yes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. Well, I'm hoping that that 3 gets a localization announcement, even though they're already teasing 4. So it's like, well, I don't know if we're going to get it or not, because it could be a Valkyria 3 situation when they're just like, LOLs. You played these games, but you'll never finish the series because reasons. Reasons. So, you know, there's that to contend with. But I want to finish Horizon as well. So I mean, I'm working on that currently. So that might actually happen soon. So we at least have that to go with. But so those two are kind of at the top of my priority list right now in terms of like games I had but didn't finish. And then I'll probably end up finishing like Tales of Berseria because I'm like on the final boss right now, like as we speak. And I don't know why I never just didn't finish it, but you know, you get sidetracked and then forget to do things. And like I have an entire year's worth of like gaming backlog to get through. So I actually have a lot, but the problem is there's games coming out in January that I want. So I'm like, well, this is happening because there's Digimon, the Hacker's Memory one, and then there's Monster Hunter World, and then there's there's another one, I forgot the name of it, but it comes out like mid-January, so there's like 3 games at the beginning of the year, and that's not even counting everything that's going to be coming out after that. So I'm like, oh no, I'm going to have so many games to play and not be finished with because this is my life now. So, and then it's only made worse by the fact that I'm going to have to work like every day until like next year, so I will not have a lot of gaming time. So
No.
it's gonna take a while, and then that means pretty much gonna bring me right up into those other games. So I need to hurry up and try to finish these before it's too late. I mean, Trails of Cold Steel probably isn't gonna happen until like a while because it, like I said, the first one I had like 92 hours on the playtime for that one. So I'm guessing the second is somewhere around that time. So, and I'm only like 25 hours in, so I got a long ways to go before the steel is no longer cold. So, there's that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll be mainly just. I mean, for now, it'll be trying. I will be trying to finish games that I should have finished previously. So that'll be going on. Hopefully, I'll finish that before any of the major January games come out, so that way I can at least pretend like I attempted to finish the games, and I don't feel so horrible. But you know how that goes. Sometimes you get that tropical disease, and you have to just be hospitalized. And then,
What is the first game of January? Is it Monster Hunter?
No, because Monster Hunter comes out at like the end of it.
It's the end, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the 20 something.
I think Digimon comes out on the 16th. So
I'm looking it up now. Video game release list. Let's see.
I think Monster Hunter just happens to be like one of the first major ones, though.
January. Let's look at what we've got coming out. Okay, so January 4th, we've got Stickbold, a Dodgeball Adventure Deluxe on the Switch.
I love Dodgeball, and I love stick figures, so this is like a fun time for me.
That is, it's not what you think it is then.
January 10th, we've got Albert and Otto on Xbox One, some indie game it looks like, or small downloadable game. There's a Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle Story Pack DLC on January 16th on the Switch. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition comes out January 16th as well, PS4. Full Metal Furies comes out January 17th, 2018 on Xbox One and PC. World to the West, Switch, January 18th, 2018. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory, January 19th, 2018.
That was the 19th, I thought it was the 16th, sorry.
And here you go, RPG, Kirby Battle Royale. January 19th.
Oh, yeah!
On 3DS.
Oh, wait, that's just the mini game being released as a solo thing. I already have Planet Robo, so I can just play that whenever I want.
Oh, really? That's what that is?
Yeah. Because the actual Kirby game that's coming out next year is like the Switch one.
The Aquatic Adventure of the Last Human on Xbox One, January 19th.
That's not a thing. Humans don't have aquatic adventures.
Apparently there's some app that lets you stream PC to console is coming out called Rainway on January 20th. I haven't heard of that, but whatever. Chromagun is coming to Switch on the 22nd of January. Iconoclast is coming to PS4, PC, and Vita on the 23rd. Lost Sphere comes out. Oh man.
Oh yeah, that was the one. I
That
played the
is-
demo of
oh,
that,
man.
and
My
it's
body's ready. My body's
it's pretty interesting. I mean, it plays similarly to Chrono Trigger kind
Yes.
of, but it has like that memory mechanic that's similar to
I am Setsuna.
that other game. But yeah, it's probably going to be pretty fun.
PS4,
So I'm probably gonna be
Windows,
playing it.
and Switcheroo. There's a game on Switch called Shu, SHU, the 23rd.
Bless you.
Velocity 2X Critical Mass Edition. Oh, it's a physical copy of a game that already exists. Is on PS4 and Vita on the 23rd. Also on the 23rd, we've got Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap Physical Edition on PS4 and Switch. Oh, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Damn, that's also next month. Damn.
Yeah, that's a January game I want.
On 26th.
That one,
I'm getting
that one
that too,
looks
dude.
pretty
That-
cool.
That game looks amazing.
Oh, but it's also the same day as Monster Hunter World, so fun times.
Oh. Well, guess I won't be getting that game then, because yeah.
Those two are on the same day. Awesome. Also on that day, on the Virtual Console, Pokemon Crystal version on the 3DS. And then we've got...
For all two of you who haven't played it yet.
And then we've got Call of Duty World War II Resistance DLC on the 30th. Also that day, Dissidia Final Fantasy NT.
I played the beta. Don't buy
Oh,
it.
that one. Is it? Did you play the other Dissidia game?
Yes, because they were on the PSP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Because I played.
I played the first one, but I was like, that's okay.
Oh, I played the second one. Or was it the first one? I played one of them in like the demo of the other one, and I was like, well, this is just ridiculous and kind of confusing. So,
Oh, it was fun.
fun times.
UFC 3 Champions Edition, PS4, Xbox One on the 30th. And that is all the January games. But that's pretty good for January. Got some
Yeah.
Monster Hunter
gonna be a good
Dragon Ball Z
month.
fighting game that looks amazing. And hopefully plays amazing. Street Fighter. Yeah.
Street Fighter. Yeah, I want to play that more too, but I don't know how much
Fight
money I'm going to be able to
money.
get.
Fight money.
Fight money.
Also,
I think I've already exhausted
indestructible.
all of the easy money. Now it's going to be just difficult to acquire money.
My favorite kind of money. Difficult to acquire, but easy to get rid of. Touch my body.
All right then. Well, I guess we did a twofer. We did what you've been playing, what you will be playing, and also the games for January. Shall we go to the news?
Sure.
All right, the news. So the first thing is we learned this week that there's going to be a Catherine remake.
Full body.
PS4 and Vita.
Touch my body.
Which is pretty cool, pretty out of left field, out of nowhere. The first details I've seen so far is that there will be a third Catherine.
Her name is
What?
going to be Catherine.
Or Katie.
Her name is
Actually,
Rin.
Oh, never mind.
Her name is what now?
Rin. Like Rin and Stimpy.
Oh,
That's the
like the
Rin.
end of Catherine, basically.
Yeah.
So that way you can differentiate. Because the fact that they already called two people named Catherine, it's like, LOLs. There's a third Catherine. I'm going to have to call you Rin for short because I have to make sure I don't call you the wrong name, which I can't do because you all have the same name. So it's easier to cheat on you guys with each other. Yay. I'm a
called me Catherine.
scumbag.
Isn't that your name? Isn't that your full name?
No, he only calls me Rin. Red flag. Red flag.
Speaking of Monster Hunter World is having another beta this weekend. So if you didn't get to play the first one, or if you want to just play more before it comes out again, is it going to be different? I haven't heard anything
No, it's
about
gonna,
if it's going to be
just that
different.
It's an open beta.
Just know that it is now open to like non-plus members or something. So that's that. And then we already went through the news where it was like related to podcast stuff last week. The developers of PUBG were like, there should be more protections. Blah, blah, blah. So we went through that. The last thing I had was if you're really excited for Red Dead Revolver,
You mean
Red Dead Redemption 2, you can already unlock one of the weapons for that game in Grand Theft Auto Online. It is the double action revolver, and it involves doing some sort of quest that is like a chain of emails in your iFruit, which is your phone. And then after you do that, you have to go do a headshot challenge, complete a headshot challenge in free mode. and then you will unlock the gun for Red Dead Redemption 2 when it releases in the spring, or so we hope.
Yay. I want to be Red Dead Redemption when I grow up.
That is all I saw. That's like news. There was something is gonna happen with loot boxes in 2018. We don't know what yet,
Going to be amazing.
but something is gonna go down, and it could go either way. Like ESRB last time was formed sort of preemptively, and then the industry was allowed to self-regulate. Otherwise, if it doesn't happen like that, then we won't be self-regulating, and the government will regulate loot boxes as like something. It will be weird.
How would that? Or yeah,
I
or
have
loot boxes
no
will
idea.
go away.
I think it'd be
'cause
like
it'll scare
gambling.
people. They'll be like, well,
Yeah.
that one. Thanks for thanks for putting all the oil spill in the ocean there, EA, for all the people that are like, oh man, we could just use this to monetize our free-to-play games, and then you're just taking it and ruining it, just like all the other things you've taken and ruined over time. Thanks a lot. Pour one out for all the things that you've done.
Yay, pouring things out.
I wonder, man. Okay, so like Nick, I guess we could do some like end of podcast year predictions real quick too. But the things that I do not want to see that I hope do not happen are just like a bunch of PUBG Battle Royale style genre game clones. That's what I'm not looking forward to. And then games and services all over the place as well. Of like, it's a game, but it's single player and multiplayer. But it's like it's like I've kind of got like fatigued there as far as like Disney is like ruined me forever in that genre, so I'm not even sure if I can ever go back to it. That being said, if there's a Star Wars game like that is EA is like totally switched to, and I just trashed them, I know, but it's like I might give it a try because who doesn't want to be a Jedi? Just saying that not say who doesn't want to be a Jedi. I feel like if you could be like any of the like archetypes or tropes in a Star Wars universe, and they're like, here's the game for that, and it's like, oh, it's awesome looking. Sign me up, because we're not going to get a sweet Jedi Knight game or KOTOR game or insert all the sweet Star Wars games that we used to have back in the olden times that have not like existed in all the olden times that we've had since EA took over a lot of the rights. Thanks EA again. So yeah, because Tropical like tweeted something about numbering weirdly all the games and movies or whatever. And I was like, man, it's been a while since we had a Jedi Knight game, and that is effing sad because Kyle Katarn deserves more. Just saying. Or deserves justice or something. But yeah. Or maybe they just like wanted to make stuff that's like in canon now, which is like super lame. It's even more lame because like then we're gonna get like way less. So it's just like so lame. Whatever. But hey, there's always Battlefront. You're just jumping in, get all your tokens or your kill streaks or whatever add up, and like be like, oh man, I can be a Jedi for like a couple seconds before somebody kills me. Oh, it's so fun.
LOLs.
Jolly.
See, I think
Jolly good.
I think those are the two big things on my radar next year: is the how many PUBG clones are we going to get, and the how many games are switching themselves to games as a service model instead of a linear single player experience. Which, thanks PlayStation, because they told me like we're going to reaffirm our efforts to single player story games, and I was like, yep, that is why I live here now. So thanks for that. Because Nintendo just couldn't keep up, and they're just. That's a whole other can of worms, whatever. But they know what they did, and then that's why I don't have a Switch. So we'll see what happens there too. If they can hold down the fort on keeping it up with the pumping out the good stuff. Because after a year with the Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, which is just like 2 games anyway, so it's like that's really only 2 games. So it's like we'll see what their output is next year.
Next year they apparently have quite a bit going on, so I might end up with the Switch next holiday season or something. So, be ready for that fun time, guys. Be ready for that fun time.
I'm just really interested to see if they can keep up the momentum, because I'm still hesitant on that. Especially, it also just like annoys me when like there's stuff on there like Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3 that like do not ever come over to like the console I have that I like to play with it. It's like whatever, dude. I mean, I guess I'll eventually get one for that reason, but it's like So it's like as the list slowly grows over time of like can't play it unless you have a Switch. It's like fine, be that way. Unlike the Xbox One, which is just in ruins. But hey, who wants to talk about that? That's my two or three
It's an Xbox One.
2 or 3 things, whatever. Next one, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Those are my things. Unless I think something up real quick here at the end. So yeah. Oh, also I guess like maybe some more backlash to microtransactions, like Chapter was talking about, because it's going to happen. It's like we have already like reached or like gone beyond the brink on that. Like the apple cart has been like knocked over, fell down a cliff. And then like a tsunami came and like washed it into the ocean, in which it like, and then like the ocean had like an oil spill, and then like someone lit a fuse on the boat and it caught fire, and like they burned the apple cart. Like after all that, like you're like, oh man, the apple cart might survive, and then nope, someone like lit a match and all the oil in the ocean burned, and just apple cart. It's like overkill, like way overkill. That I know that's like way overkill, but you know, thanks EA, thanks. You know what you did. So anybody else got some predictions for next year? What's going to happen?
We're all going to die.
I think there's gonna be good games this year. I think it's gonna be pretty exciting.
Yes. Also the continuing of the good games, because man, this year there were some awesome games, and it was like a full year. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's going to be like a full year round. Like that we're now in the God of War / Days Gone phase of the PlayStation Cinematic Universe, and then in this current cinematic universe of this timeline, we have awesome games all year round. It's not just in the fall, so yeah, it's all year round. And there's always something to look forward to every quarter. So it's not just like, Q4 is when it happens. It's all year long. It's all year long. Like we just talked about January games. There's already like 3 I'm ready to play. So can't wait. And I got like 1 pre-ordered. So Dragon Ball Fighter Z and Street Fighter. Well, I mean, Arcade Edition is like a free update anyway. So, but Dragon Ball Fighter Z, I'm totally getting that, because many times on the podcast have I lamented, oh man, if they would just make another Budokai game, and that looks very Budokai over 9,000. So I will be there day one. I will probably play Monster Hunter first, just because Dagger will be like non-stop, hit again. So I'll be like, fine, I'll play, and I'll be terrible, and she'll never want to play with me again. I'll be like, yay, I can play with Dragon Ball Z now. So, or we'll see what happens. Or just like, I'll like do what she does, where like she just like constantly trolls and like makes fun of you when you're playing with her, and it's just like, whatever.
Classic Dagger.
It's like, why are you using Sword and Shield? You're such a noob.
Aha, you are a noob. Well, the Sword and Shield have gotten better now. They've like added like the oils and stuff to it. So
Your armor looks lame. You're such a noob.
your armor does look lame, though. In all fairness.
I'm gonna shoot dinosaurs with arrows.
We'll have another year of dinosaurs, but they're not robots.
Yeah.
They're just monster dinosaurs now.
Continue to hunt dinosaurs. This time.
Yes, this time we're on the hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll kill them and wear them as armor, like in Destiny.
I'ma wear your family. As a hat.
Yeah, I can't really think of. I mean, I think they're right, or PlayStation's people are right that they will continue their dominance. I think Switch is gonna rely heavily on indies for quite some time. I kind of hope there's a Smash Brothers like complete port to the Switch. 'Cause, like the DLC for that one is not cheap.
I know, because it has Cloud and all their guest characters. It's just like, man,
Apparently-
that might be not in the Wii U version, and I don't have a Wii U. That's the other thing I want, is like, that's like my top of the, well, like I'd say like number 3 on top of the list, because I haven't made it up yet. But like, all those Wii U games for Nintendo, just put them on Switch, because I'm never gonna buy that crap. So yeah.
I'm not buying
I literally
Wii U.
held out, and then I couldn't get them, and now it's like, well, the joke may be on me, but not really, because I never buy your hardware, so the joke's on you, Nintendo, but now you need to do this to please me, and I will buy your stuff day one. It's like you're wondering how to get 9 million more in 12 months again. Well, there you go. Happy we will be if you do that.
I need my Pikmin, bruh.
Yeah, also that CRPG wants his Pikmin. I want my Smash Brothers. We're getting Bayonetta 1 and 2. I mean, also Xenoblade, because I didn't get to play any of those. So, and then I saw like Cosmos is in the game apparently, and I was like, what? And I was like, I want to play this game now. So, I was like, yeah, if you could do that, I'd be very happy. Kingdom Hearts 3 gets delayed?
Well, I can almost guarantee it is now. It's a stupid acquisition thing, but I hope Microsoft gets out of the gaming business, and we can go back to our purity, where games were fun and not about money. It wasn't about the money. So, here's hoping. Here's hoping.
The RPG, they just came out with the most powerful console ever. Why would they do that?
Yeah, fun story about that. Because it's not a great console. Shots fired.
Did you see their like GameStop is doing a promo right now for Xbox One X, I think.
I did not. Tropical.
It's like $50 off, and you get a $50 gift card.
What?
So it's yeah, that's not a good sign.
Man, if it drops like Xbox One did, I'm gonna be like so happy just because they have like the I mean, sure, they don't have very many that they could put in that OG Xbox catalog, but just like since I am one of those people that does like old games, like when it is like good enough, and if the Xbox One X ever gets low enough, I'll be like, okay, sure, why not?
I can buy it so I can play Scalebound. Oh, wait. Wait.
And
Too soon?
And that backwards compatibility thing they're always talking about. I don't know how it works, but I know I have like a ton of Xbox games, so it's like I should be able to take advantage of that and have it be working. So that'd be nice too. That being said, I hear a lot of not good things from gamers. So yeah, it'll have to get to the Wii level, like the PS4 Slim I bought last year, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. It's a Slim. It looks better, and it doesn't make the beeping noises that my current one makes, and it makes me think it's going to explode. So yeah, get there, and we'll see what happens.
Well, that can't be healthy. That can't be healthy at all.
But definitely, it's on the list under the Switch. So it's like until I have a Switch, it's not even on the table. It's like not even a thing. It's like whatever. It's just a dream until then. Speaking of dreams, is Dreams coming out next year?
Yeah.
Because I have like been brainstorming on like a daily basis of like things I would like to make in that game. After they said you can make things in that game or like games in that game, but it's like I don't want to make a game. I just like make sweet cutscenes with like sweet action sequences, and just like every day I'm just like thinking of ideas. I'm just like I need to start writing them down.
I could just do a straight up story game. That's true. It doesn't have to have gameplay.
It's like
It doesn't have to
I just
have
want to go like
gameplay.
full on Kojima and be like, you like cutscenes? Well, I'm gonna make one, and it's gonna be awesome, and just like so epic, and then yeah, and I'll go like I'll do like the cutscene
famous.
first because that's probably easy, and then like work my way up from like cutscene to game because that's probably hard. So I'm already brainstorming. I can't wait. I can't wait for Dreams.
I can make my own RPG.
Yep.
And then I can do it like Square Enix does and take 12 years to do it. It's fine. This is fine. I can do it all. I already have a story in mind. This is happening, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Tekken Cinematic Universe in Dreams. Phase 0, because it's in pre-production. Cannot wait.
This is great. Is it possible to record voices and put them in
That's
so
what I'm
people
hoping.
can voice over
I want
for
to like
stuff?
do dialogue for all the characters.
It is.
It's gonna be so crazy. It's so Tekken-y.
I'm gonna hire voice actors.
Oh,
Going
man.
all in on this.
Cannot wait to have like my sweet Tekken solo show thing, and it's just like, guys, check this out. It's a dream I had, and now it's come to reality through James. Check it out. and just
Now,
play for
mind
the
you, it's
world.
probably going to be like Little Big Planet. Well, I'll probably play it for a little while and be like, "This is exhausting," and then I'll stop, and then it's just like, okay, I'll just play what other people have been doing. Because I tried to make a level in Little Big Planet 2 before, and it's like I had this whole idea, and I was working, and I was like, "This is taking so long. This is taking so long. My dream is too ambitious. I need to be simple." And then I ended up just playing it normally after that. 'Cause I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. So I think that's what's probably going to end up happening with dreams. Is like I have these ideas, and I'm like, I feel like it's going to be so much work, and then I have actual work.
And
So
then
it's
RPG will like get to this point, and I'll be like, RPG, I got something for you. And then I'll make like the raptor with the vest to the piano. And I'll be like, RPG, I did it. If I did it, you can do it.
it's like
I made your
I've been
motivational
renewed. I've been renewed. I've always waited. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for my piano playing raptor in a vest. Why hasn't this happened yet? But in dreams it can. It can. Now, Tekken, I'm expecting you to do this now, so you've already promised me. So when I get to my breaking point, which probably will happen like within a couple of months of it being out, you can renew my hope. You have to renew my hope.
Oh, I will. I will.
I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. The raptor playing chopsticks in a vest. In a saloon.
That game, Dino Frontier, is super fun.
What did that have to do with anything?
That was the one with the raptor playing. Never mind. That's where the raptor on the piano idea came from. We were talking about Dino Frontier.
Were we? I've never
were.
played that game, so I was like,
Yeah, no, because it was on RR, and we were talking about Dino Frontier. It's like Old West, but with dinosaurs. And then somehow,
I was like the saloon. The saloon.
raptors in the saloon.
Do 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 do. Dinosaur.
2018. 2018.
Man, 2018
Well.
is shaping to be possibly an even better gaming year than this year, which I didn't think was possible because Persona 5 came out. But I mean, anything can happen.
It is
Anything
weird
can
because you
happen.
have like the extremes of like Mario and Zelda on the Switch. It's like, how does it get better than that if you're a Switch owner? And that's like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, Pikmin is how it gets better, Tekken. Pikmin.
So I will be waiting with bated breath on that one to see where the Switch goes, because man, and I'm already taking care of it in PlayStation Land, so here's hoping.
Yes, PlayStation, keep up the good work. And Square Enix, please don't delay Kingdom Hearts. I know you want to, but please don't. It's the only thing holding our reality together at this point. So, I mean, actually, you probably should delay it. It's the only thing holding our reality together. So I can just keep dreaming about it. Because when I think about you, I touch myself.
That'd be so weird if like at E3 EA shows up with that game as a service game, but it's like one of those weird behind the scenes in pre-production trailers like they showed a couple years ago. It's like,
Well, we really made
we're
this
working on
game
it.
so that people would give us as much money as possible and just like play inside it all the time.
It's like, well, at least they're honest about the fact that they're trying to rip us off. I can respect that honesty. I will buy this game. And then the Fire Nation attacked. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen next year. There's going to be an avatar to save us from this nonsense, and either that or we're all going to wake up from our collective nightmare. Because we're running out of hope, man. We're running out of hope. So, I mean,
Now that I think about it, it's weird because, like, yeah, BioWare is totally, like, not even working on their stuff I want them to be working on. So it's like, besides that, the only thing for me is, like, the Telltale stuff next year. It's just, like, the end of The Walking Dead is, like, Clementine, what's gonna happen?
You're gonna die.
That is, man, is Tropical gonna be right? Are they gonna do it? We're finally gonna
I don't
find
think
out.
they will now because, like, that's a cheap way. Like, that's a cool thing to do. I mean, cruel and terrible, but it would be a cool thing to do in the middle of a series. But if you do it as the finale, then it's just like, that's dumb. The end is like, well, what's the end of Clementine's story? It's like, well, she dies.
She
Like, well,
dies.
that's just like the cheapest ending I can think of.
But it's gonna be all about how they do it, though.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
They're going to. Like, this, I think the season's gonna open up with her dying. As a matter of fact, and they'll be like, "This is how we got here."
I guess that is one way they could do it, and it would still be cool.
Man, that'd be.
People would. I mean, again, terrible, but cool.
It's like it opens up with her getting bitten on the arm, and then it's like 6 months ago. Hi, Johnny.
Hi, my name is Clementine. You're probably wondering how I got here. And then you play through seasons 1 through 3. But that's my story.
And this is the part where I die. It's been fun, guys. It's been fun. I miss you, Lee. I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon. Terrible. Terrible.
The Walking Dead After Dark.
Cool. Are
Yeah,
we done for the year?
See you guys next year. Maybe.
I'm looking forward to when Tekken has regular vacation again, because humans need vacation.
Someone should tell my boss that.
I want RPG to have vacation too.
But I won't, for this is the darkest timeline. I want to be a dark timeline when I grow up. You can be whatever you want to be, Billy. You can be whatever you want to be. Really and truly? Really and truly.
Alright, well, I guess that's Aimless Pebble Z for the year, last episode. We'll be back sometime next year, who knows when, and we'll have maybe Golden Crosshairs to talk about.
Ooh, maybe.
So yeah, check us out, Aimless Pebble Z, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and stuff on the internet.
Spoiler alert. Persona 5 wins all my Golden Crosshairs. Even for best shooter.
All of the crosshairs.
It's the reverse nuclear option.
Anything to say before we sign off for the RPG?
Try not to die over the holiday break, guys.
Yeah.
Anything to say before we sign off for the Tropical?
Podcasts will come back better
Stronger.
because, yes, because strive for stuff and all that. I messed it up. Whatever.
Wow, way to drop the ball on that one.
Alright, well, at least in gaming side of things, 2018 has nowhere to go but up. Or not nowhere to go but up, but it's definitely looking like it could be just as good or better. So here's to that. Even if we are in the darkest timeline, it can't hold back the awesomeness. So yeah, until you see or hear from us again, Aimless Pebble Z, and we're now signing off.